On.
What is up, everybody? It's Saturday night, NFL season eve. I'm John. I'm your host tonight. Really impromptu start because we have a lot to talk about. Here with Jackson and Josh. How's it going, guys?
Great, John.
Yeah,
Guys,
John, I'm just pissing fantastic tonight.
It's great for everyone.
If you guys listen to this podcast, this will never happen again. Who knows?
I don't know why it's such a bad thing. I think this is going to go really well. So I'm just going to kick it right off with the elephant in the room. Obviously, we have the Chiefs going, but bigger things happen today. Antonio Brown, the OG pussy boy, officially cemented himself as big of a loser as anyone could have expected him to be. I'll start right off with Jackson. Jackson, give me your thoughts on just the whole Antonio Brown situation. Let him have it.
Well, I called Josh vagina earlier this year, but Antonio Brown takes the title.
Do you really think that he's only that? I feel like that's a bit light.
Well,
here's the thing. We're not going any further.
I think Antonio Brown is a complete diva pussy.
Yep.
I think that he deserves to suffer a career-ending injury, and I know that sounds fucked up, but I don't even care at this point.
Completely agree.
Kind of like Kevin Durant with the Achilles. He kind of fucking earned that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hate to say, like, I wish a guy would, and you did ruin 2 years of the sport. So, like, get the piss out of here. I feel like this was coordinated prior to this happening. I feel like the Patriots and the Antonio Brown kind of wanted to do this for a while. And, yeah, I feel like Tom Brady is going to get another guy to throw to that his dumbass fans are going to say he has no weapons.
All right, Josh, give it to me. What you got, buddy?
No, I don't like the move because one, he goes from the worst of team or the best team for the Chiefs to face to the worst team for the Chiefs to face. He's going to be a problem for the Chiefs without a doubt. He will probably outrun everybody on our team and on the defensive side.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
This is just getting worse for the Chiefs.
Yeah, and I think I want to point out, too, that just the entire NFL should be ashamed with the New England Patriots because we really hate to see this type of behavior just being, awarded by a free pass with $9 million guaranteed and $15 million to the best team in the league.
Well,
so,
I mean, their owner is a sex trafficker, so it starts there.
So yeah, it's bad, and I think that it can only get worse. And I know everyone thinks the
Patriots. Their quarterback kisses his kids on the lips when they're in their teenage years, which is this. And Edelman took PEDs. Gordon is a complete druggie, and Antonio Brown's just absolutely batshit crazy. He's just absolutely crazy. I mean, he's But you know what? Like a lot of me feels like, and Pat McAfee said this on his show.
Keep talking. I'm using the restroom.
It's crazy. He's just absolutely crazy. I mean,
but
Pat McAfee said this on his show that he feels like Antonio Brown wanted to be a Raider, practiced with Derek Carr, and then was like, "Nah, fuck this. I'm not being a Raider."
I mean, that's highly possible.
I'm just getting the fuck out of here. And so he was like, "I got to do whatever I got to do to get the hell out of here." So he thought maybe the frostbite thing would cause some problems. Oakland stuck by him. He thought, all right, that didn't work. How about
I'm gonna bitch about my helmet now.
Yeah, now my helmet, and now that didn't work. And how about I just how about I just skip everything and they find me? Nope. All right, what if I post the fine online? Nope. All right, well, this is the final thing. If they don't cut me here, they won't cut me at all. I'm gonna go up to the GM, call him a cracker, try to punch him, punt the football, and leave. And if that doesn't get me cut, then I'm just gonna retire. Fuck this.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
And, eventually Oakland, I mean, yesterday when I read the headline, Oakland was going to play him, I was like, what the fuck? Like, no way. And then like, today, he was like, then I wake up this morning, and it's like, well, I guess I wasn't when I woke up. But when a lot of you were waking up, it was like, Antonio Brown cut by the Raiders. And I was like, holy piss. When I saw that notification, I was like, my God. But, like, the funny thing is NFL fans have joked about this since like the drama started that he was going to get cut and he was going to go to the Patriots.
Yes, I really agree.
Like they had been like the topic, like that had been the joke. Like, and they kind of did that with the Warriors. They're like, oh, who are the Warriors going to get next? And then they would go and get like another like insane good player. And be like, what the hell? And that's kind of what the Patriots have become at this point.
Noob Goat says, rest in peace to all 31 teams. AB to the Pats.
Who said this?
Noob Goat.
Well, Noob Goat, Tonio can't even play tomorrow night, so it doesn't even matter. But
so 30 teams.
When he gets back, I hope karma bites him in the ass and he can't play and he gets hurt. That'd be great.
John's muted right now.
No,
Oh,
I'm
he's
back. I'm back. I'm just trying to eliminate all the background noise from my environment at the moment. But yeah, I mean, look, this whole situation's ridiculous. I'm honestly getting tired of talking about it. Are you guys fine if we move on? Because I
Yes.
think we're really just going to end up being a dead horse here. So let's move into
Yeah.
the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, the real highlight, the honestly kind of the highest expected squad in the NFL, because if we're being honest, they're the only team in the AFC that has any chance at stopping the juggernaut that is the Patriots following the signing of Antonio Brown. And I just want to see, like, what do you guys think for tomorrow's matchup and just the season going forward, especially with the changes that we see today? We'll start with Josh.
Well, one thing I want to point out is the spread is now 3.5. It was 4 on Wednesday night. So I don't know what's going on down in Jacksonville, but I know the Chiefs didn't get worse.
Yeah, I mean, actually, Jacksonville's starting left tackle isn't even playing, so if anything, it should have gone in our direction. But who cares?
And then don't we have Frank Clark matched up against a first-time
Never
starter?
played left tackle. Yeah,
Yeah,
never played left
that
tackle.
right there, and especially on the blind side, like Nick Foles is going to have a rough time.
Yep, this is going to be. I don't keep going, Josh. You can keep going. I'll follow you up.
Get going.
I already did.
You're done
All
with your okay.
Jackson, let's hear it.
Yeah, we're gonna kick the shit out of them. That's the bottom line. All right.
Completely agree.
We're way better. Foles is a fraud. I know you guys don't like that, but it's true.
It's gonna be
and
hard watching us sack an old QB of ours.
No, it won't. I hope we freaking hit him every play. Like
I think we do owe somewhat of a debt of gratitude to Foles, though, because he did pick up a win
in
a backup position.
In Indy, yes.
Yeah, in Indy. And he beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. So
he did.
I think
and
something that only Eli Manning, the greatest of all time, has ever done.
Yeah, and I think that the Chiefs fans should definitely have a soft spot in their heart for Nick Foles.
Yeah,
I
think.
You're cruel.
No, it's not cruel. I want to win.
That's what we learned from this.
No, here's the difference. I want Antonio Brown and Tom Brady to get absolutely demolished and never be able to play again. I just want Nick Foles to get hit a lot tomorrow. I like the guy. But the bottom line is the talent around him in Jacksonville isn't anywhere close to what it was in Kansas City or Philadelphia. And regardless of how bad our corners are, I mean, I can only name 2 of their receivers. And I'd like to say I know the NFL pretty well. So, I mean, there's a problem. I don't even know their starting tight end, to be completely honest.
Noob Goat said 31-17 Chiefs win over Jags. My prediction.
I think
that was my prediction.
Too far off
that was my prediction on Wednesday, and
mine
I think
is 31-0. But
I think it could be worse. I forgot, but I think it could be worse. To be completely honest, I think we could be.
I definitely don't see him being within a touchdown.
I mean, if they do, it'll be one of those fraud touchdowns at the end when we're in prevent and the game's over. But like,
you have to look at the defense.
Nugo just brought up something.
What you say?
Derek Dieter.
He was released.
Nope.
Yes, he was.
Released?
He was released.
He was released?
Yes.
Jesus.
Due to injuries.
No.
They agreed to an injury settlement.
Dang.
Thoughts
That's
on
rough.
that?
That's interesting. I think that the nice thing about that, though, is I think Byron Pringle, high ceiling, high expectations. Cole Hardman as well. I think both of them offer redeemability because of their special teams ability, as well as just their speed, which is exactly what you want to put around Patrick.
Well, here's the thing. Garrett Dieter is not going to get picked up by anybody. So if we do end up wanting him back.
He's only on our team because of Mahomes.
When Dak gets hurt, Dieter's coming back because we know it's going to happen.
When who?
Or Watkins.
Well, yeah. He could fill in there, too.
Or if we just need someone on special teams. I mean, like, Dieter can't even play right now anyways. So,
Yeah, we were at the training camp where he got hurt. I'm just going to say that.
What was the official injury? Like, I still don't.
It was like issues are back.
I never even, like being there, I could have missed it, but I never saw anything happen.
I have a video of it. Not of him getting hurt.
Of him walking off the field. Yeah, I mean, I saw that, but, like, I don't think, like, I don't know. I just never saw, like, anything, like, that one guy that tore his Achilles. Like, I didn't see anything like that, so I don't know what happened. But, yeah, this is what were we talking about? I completely just brain farted. I mean, I know we were talking about the Chiefs and Jags. Yeah, okay, anyways. Yeah, I think their offense is piss poor, to be honest. They do have a good running game. Yeah, I feel like we're going to do pretty decent defensively tomorrow. I think the only problem...
New Goat, you're good with asking questions. We like when the people ask questions.
I think the only problem may be is that last year Mahomes threw a touchdown against every team except Jacksonville. So that is something to
also
note.
beat them pretty good.
We did. We beat the piss out of them, but I mean, they had Blake Bortles. So
and I think Mahomes also had a lot of good quarterbacking plays. Just when it came to getting into the end zone,
yeah, but he did throw
to be more effective.
2 interceptions. I mean, that was the only
game.
Didn't he run in
against the Jags D?
Yeah, and that's the only thing I'm worried about. Jacksonville's defense is good, but I feel like our offense is even faster this year and even more. So I feel like it doesn't really matter. I think we're gonna kill them tomorrow.
I asked another question. You can go on, John.
Yeah, I also think it's important to point out that the Jaguars are kind of. I think that they have a really interesting margin of error in Jacksonville because they have what could be a widely improved offense if Nick Foles fits in and Leonard Fournette can find a healthy groove, which is a complete uncertain variable you're looking at. And then if that defense can be as strong as we saw them 2 years ago, there's no denying that Jacksonville could be a threat for the entire AFC.
Well, that's true, but I think, even though they did lose a couple pieces like Malik Jackson and Aaron Colvin the past couple years, I feel like that defense is still mainly intact. And I feel like last year they may have been just as good. They were just in a worse position because they were.
Oh yeah, exactly.
They were just the thing about a defense is an offense being good elevates a defense because they don't have to play as much, and that
absolutely
that's just facts. I mean, a defense that's on the field all the time is statistically going to be worse because they're obviously tired. So I feel like there was a lot of that last year going on in Jacksonville where Bortles would give them, 50 seconds of a breather and then back out they went. So I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a difference this year.
All right. Well, I also think that. Well, wait. No, we can go to this question. Yeah, go ahead.
Thoughts on the Melvin Gordon holdout?
I'm
good for
kind
us.
Of unintrigued.
Watch him go to the Patriots. That's all I'm saying.
I think it's a good holdout for the Chiefs, but I thought we were better than the Chargers anyway, even if he's still there.
It just makes it better though.
It does.
I think the Chargers are missing two of their best players, two of their best 5 players. I would say both Derwin James and Melvin Gordon were 2 top 5 players. And that, it's a big miss. And I feel like, Phillip Rivers has come out and said that Austin Eckler's good, which is true. Austin Eckler is a solid running back, but he's not Melvin Gordon. And, I feel like it's going to hurt. But don't forget not the Patriots. The Chargers were, I think 3-1 last year when Gordon didn't play. So it's not like they're completely dependent on him.
All right, John, would you like to go into college football?
Before we go there, come on, guys. Thursday night, Green Bay won. Come on. We can't ignore this.
Interesting. That is true.
I know it wasn't a great game, but 10-3, you know what? Some people, but not a lot of people expected Green Bay to go into Chicago and win. And, I've been preaching it for so long that Mitchell Trubisky sucks dick and he can't throw a football. And if you take away his first read, he's ass. And I was proven correct. I mean, I don't see what's so funny about this, Josh. This is just a cold, hard fact.
That.
I know. But, yeah, no, I think it was definitely on Thursday night. I was definitely, thinking that there was a lot of rust because they didn't play in the preseason. But, I think Green Bay's a much improved team this year. And then, of course, there's some bias there. But I think their defense is actually, for the first time in a long time, respectable. So, yeah, pretty excited. What did you guys think of the game on Thursday?
I didn't get to watch it, but it's 10-3, and I thought it was boring.
I tell you this. It might be 10-3, but when you're a fan of one of the teams, it feels a lot more exciting than.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll agree with that.
It's like every single snap, I was just sitting there like, oh my god, like because I just kept waiting for our defense or for Green Bay's defense to mess up, and they never did, and that was the thing of beauty. I was very pleasantly surprised with the result.
I think that both offenses were a bit underwhelming, but to contrast that, I think both defenses were better than I expected, and that's probably just a product from each of them.
I think a lot of it is I expected Green Bay to struggle offensively because of the new coaching changes, and Rodgers hadn't played in the preseason, and him and LaFleur had never played together or played a game together. So I expected them to struggle, especially versus a really good Bears defense. But I did not expect the Bears to only score 3 points. And granted, Green Bay's defense is actually, for the first time in a long time, a pretty solid unit. It's actually got decent corners, good pass rushers, like they were in Trubisky's face. But at the end of the day, that Bears offense last year scored a touchdown in every single game they played, and this is the first time in the Matt Nagy era that they didn't. So I was pretty surprised.
Okay, well, I think that I have previous engagements, so I'm going to excuse myself and shift things back over to you guys. But great NFL segment. I'm assuming you're moving on to college football, which, to be honest, I didn't pay attention to, so great.
You dipping out, John?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, John Alvey, you only made it for like...
I made it 21 minutes. I think we flowed well, though. I think we flowed well. So...
All right, Mr. Alvey.
I will see you men later. Great start to the show.
Wednesday podcast. See you
Absolutely.
then, buddy.
I'll be there.
All right. So moving on, we got a comment from the Noob Goat saying the Bears have a new kicker now. They do. And he actually made his one kick, but then after making that kick, he kicked it out of bounds on the kickoff. So kickers in Chicago, it's not going very well. But we'll shift into college, and we started something on our Twitter page. If you follow us, I highly encourage you do. Because I run the account personally, and I like to think I'm funny on it. But yeah, so in college, I started then polling some of the local teams like Iowa State, Iowa, Mizzou, Kansas, K-State, Arkansas even, and, just seeing what you guys think about each game. And so I think that every single Saturday, every Saturday night we come on, we should dissect that. So let's start with...
yeah, you screwed up those polls.
I screwed them up?
Yeah.
How? What did I screw up?
Oh, okay. It shows up on the computer. On the phone, it didn't show any polls for K-State, Mizzou, Iowa, none of that.
Official Noob Goat with the follow on Twitter. Thank you, bro. Very appreciated. All right, anyway, so we'll start with a finish game, West Virginia at Mizzou. We only got 14 votes, but 79% picked Missouri, and they did go on to win. Josh, as a Mizzou fan, how did you feel about this game?
Well, I knew this was the team that we were all expecting in week 1, but we did not get.
Yeah.
I feel like get used to seeing this team and not the week 1 team. It was a good dub for the Tigers, but they need to come out and do it again 4 more weeks in a row and start 5-1 when they go on the road for the 3 deadly games.
Yeah, they definitely have to take advantage of their early schedule. I mean, they already kind of screwed that up. But anyways, the next game we pulled
number
was
41 for Soler.
Yep, 41.
He
have
broke
2 accounts on Twitter.
the Royal single-season club record of 40 set by Jorge Soler this year.
Yep, he did, 41. All right, so then it was Bowling Green at K-State. Out of 14 votes, 100% said K-State. They ended up winning 52-0. This was nobody's surprise. Trying to think. Rutgers at Iowa. Iowa, out of 21 votes, got 90% of the vote.
Can we talk about this?
Hold on a second. They went on to win 90% to 10, and then all the deliciousness. Nebraska at Colorado. 73% picked Nebraska. They lose in overtime after blowing a 17-0 lead because that team is overrated as hell.
Hey, I know what a 17-0 lead feels like. Why did Kansas get the most votes?
Kansas.
The
most votes.
Coastal Carolina got 67 votes.
I think it was because the first tweet of the thread. Probably shouldn't have started it with KU, but oh well. Yeah, they got 75% of the vote. That game's still going. They're terrible. I mean, Kansas, Les Miles, everyone's like, oh, man, they're changing the culture there. And they're not changing anything.
Dude, if that team wins 7-12. The Coastal Carolina's winning.
How much time's left?
3:51 left in the third quarter.
My God. So also we pulled Ole Miss and Arkansas, and I don't have the poll up right now because I'm looking at the score. So Josh, if you want to tell me what the results of that poll were.
It was 67% Ole Miss.
And they are up 10-3 at the half, so that does not shock many. And then
this is sad for KU.
Oh, I mean, oh my God. Tennessee is only up 3 on BYU late third. That's
actually impressive.
Please tell me this didn't happen. Okay. Florida State, Ullin, University of Louisiana Monroe, 45-44 in overtime.
Against who?
University of Louisiana Monroe. They got taken to overtime.
With who? Who got taken to overtime? You keep cutting in and out.
Florida State got taken to overtime by University of Louisiana Monroe, and they only won the game because Monroe's kicker missed the extra point. Yeah, if I'm telling you, Florida State would have lost that game. I don't know the coach's name, but he would have been fired. That would have been it. That would not have been. Wow, a ranked team losing today. Syracuse lost to Maryland 63-20.
Yeah, that was a butt whooping.
Clemson and A&M was kind of boring. 24-10 Clemson wins. If you took the Clemson 16 line, you're really upset right now.
Sucks.
Because A&M scored with like 6 seconds left in the game and they didn't even have to. Looking at the other top 25s right now, Oklahoma's up 49-0 on South Dakota.
LSU's killing Texas 20-3.
20-7.
7.
But UCF is beating FAU 28-6. No surprise. Tulane's actually keeping it close versus Auburn 14-6 at the half. Florida's up 17-0 on UT Martin. Penn State's only up 4 on Buffalo, early third. Oregon is destroying Nevada. Michigan State's destroying Western Michigan. And then, there was really no other upsets today.
Michigan almost.
Michigan almost did lose. That's right. They got taken to double overtime by Army. So that was not good. I mean, I think here's the thing. College football is fun to talk about once we get into like next, because these first weeks are just dreadful to watch. I mean, there's a couple good matchups, but I'm just looking forward and like when we get into conference play, because man, some of this has just been dreadful to watch. I'm trying to look ahead and see like when the good matchups start. Got a while. That's why the NFL is superior, because you don't have week 1 and they're all good. Yeah. So there is that. MLB, as Josh kind of brought up. The Royals, so Solaris still hitting dongs. He's got 41 now. We're up 7-2 going into the bottom of the ninth. We are currently, if we win this game, which God so help me if we don't, even though I don't really, would be 53-90, meaning we'd only need 6 wins to surpass last year. Josh, do you think we can do it?
Nope.
Josh, you don't think we'll win 6 more games?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. It's the Royals.
Dude, we've been on a tear lately. I'm telling you, this was the greatest stretch of the season. We got Baltimore, Detroit, and Miami back to back. That is
exactly. But then
beautiful.
So then we play the White Sox.
Okay, so no, and listen. I mean, we still have another game against Miami, so another winnable game.
Listen to how the schedule ends.
Listen, I see. I understand it. Okay, we have to play
White
Houston,
Sox,
we have to play Oakland, we have to play Minnesota,
Athletics,
we have to play the
Braves,
Braves.
Twins again. You're not
I get
winning
it's
6
brutal.
games.
I bet we do. I think the team finishes 60-102. That's my guess. I think they'll win. I think they'll win a game versus. I think they'll win a game versus the White Sox, maybe 2.
They have to win 2. They need to sweep the White Sox if you actually don't want to see them.
Hey, we beat Atlanta twice earlier. I mean, it's not out of the picture. And then if Minnesota comes into Kansas City, that final series, and they've already locked everything up, maybe they don't play everyone. I don't know.
Unless it matters on home field advantage.
Michigan is probably most overrated. It said, yeah, Michigan is very overrated. I'd say them, Nebraska.
Nebraska
Syracuse.
isn't overrated. They're 25th.
That's pretty overrated. I mean, they're not a ranked team. That was a 4-8 club a year ago. I feel like Notre Dame might be a little overrated, but that's just me.
Maryland's underrated.
Yeah, they're definitely not.
Over 130 points in the first 2 games, and one of them was against a ranked team.
Yep, I want to see how Wyoming's doing. I hope they're losing terribly. But actually, no, I hope they're winning.
I hope they're winning, so then it makes us not.
I hope Wyoming goes undefeated. It just makes us look like
Wyoming's up 20-14 against Texas State. Jesus Christ.
My God, that's so sad. Yeah, we're probably the toughest game they're gonna play. No, they have to play Boise. They have to play Boise, but
we are better than Boise.
I don't know, man. Boise went into Florida State and won. I don't know if we would do that. But then again, I don't know. But Boise's ranked. But yeah. Let's see what else is going on. Nothing in the NBA. It's pretty much the only dead point you'll get with NBA. But who really cares about the NBA right now when we're about to get the NFL early tomorrow? I'm sure we'll be tweeting during the game tomorrow. I think I'll leave that up to Josh.
I won't. I'll be enjoying the game at my.
All right. Well, then I guess I'll take over. But yeah, that's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a fun game tomorrow. I'm gonna hopefully come out with a dub. Start off 1-0.
Go 1-0 every week.
Yeah, except for don't think we're gonna win week 16 at Chicago. Well, we could, and I don't think we're gonna win at New England. I hope we beat New England so bad. Oh man, God, do I hate New England. I just despise them so much. The day that Brady retires, I think we should throw a parade in Kansas City. It would be beautiful.
You can bet that there will be a parade.
There'll be a parade around the NFL. I mean, everyone's just ready for them to stop. So,
yeah.
Yep. That's basically that. And then, probably Gronkowski's going to come out of retirement and come play for him. That's not reported or anything. That's just my personal opinion.
Nope, that's official.
Nope,
Jackson
not official.
Made it official. Sources,
nope. I mean,
Joe.
Sources, me. Hey, we were the first to report that Kevin Durant torn Achilles, so I'm just saying. Even though I think 99% of America could have medically determined that on the replay, but yeah, and
But
of course. Oh, we haven't talked about this, the Tyreek Hill extension. 3 years, $54 million. Personally, I love this.
Yeah.
I love this both ways. I think he deserved the money, but also 3 years is not too much. Speed will eventually go away, so I was worried they'd give him like a 5-year deal or a 6-year, and then towards the end of that contract, he just wouldn't be that great. But 3 is, I mean, it's nothing. I mean, that's a really good deal. And as for Chris Jones, no deal. Of course, Judge Reed thought he was hot shit and saw a picture of him signing helmets and decided that, well, you know what? That is going to be him signing a contract when, in fact, it was not. So that report was false, and we've not heard anything here about a contract getting done. Last time we checked, nothing's even started. So keep you posted. Keep you posted on Twitter, Good little stuff right there, Contract extension is about to become a big topic in Kansas City as, we get going. I'm sure Mahomes is going to make bank after what Goff just received.
Just give Mahomes 10% of ownership.
Just give Mahomes 12 years. Give him $700 million. Give him whatever. We'll just give you an unlimited amount of time here. You get whatever you want. Man, love Patrick Mahomes. I'm so excited for tomorrow. Josh, before I think we kind of wrap this thing up, we don't have a ton right now to talk about, but before we kind of wrap this thing up, who do you think performs the best offensively and defensively tomorrow?
Offensively, Tyreek Hill. He just got his extension. He's going to come out showing. Defensively, sorry. Defensively, I want to say Thornhill.
Thornhill? Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say Thornhill, but he probably won't get that many snaps. So I'm going to say Frank Clark.
Frank Clark, yeah, he's definitely got the best, I think, opportunity with the Jags.
Players that got the money need to show out.
Yeah, I mean, that's typically the opposite of what happens, but yeah. All right, so I think, my personal opinion, I think offensively, the standout tomorrow is going to end up being Sammy Watkins. I think they're going to put a lot of emphasis on Tyreek, making it kind of hard to get him the ball, so I say Sammy gets more opportunity. And defensively, I'm actually going to say Anthony Hitchens. I think in the new system, I think he's going to play well tomorrow. And I think, he's kind of got a tough task of, leading that linebacking core as they try and slow down Leonard Fournette in the run game. So I feel like he's going to have a good game tomorrow. I hope I'm right.
All right.
Who do you think has the best day overall tomorrow, player-wise? Any position. I'll start because I already had a guy in mind. I think it's going to be Le'Veon Bell. I think he's going to come out and just, it's been like, God knows how long since he's taken a football field, and I think he's going to show out tomorrow and have a good day. His legs have got to be really fresh. So, yeah, there's that.
Antonio Brown.
He can't even play.
I know. Juju Smith-Schuster.
Oh, I would love it. You know what? Like, I hope the Steelers and Patriots face off in the playoffs. I so hope that happens because...
And I hope it's at Steelers, even though that's unlikely.
I mean, listen, I've said I think Pittsburgh's better this year than they were last year. Both of you and John disagreed with that, but I think they're going to be better. And it's finally fun because after all this like discussions in the offseason and all these disagreements that we may have had, finally get to see what happens. I mean, right now, except for 2 teams, we haven't seen anything. We just talked. We've just seen rosters. It's time to play. I'm ready to get going. I'm telling you, from noon tomorrow till whenever Sunday Night Football gets over, I'm glued to my couch.
Good to know. All right, we will see you guys on Wednesday to recap.
Recap a Chiefs win.
To recap.
Yes.
A Patriots loss. To recap. A Raiders
Patrick
disappointment.
Mahomes 500 touchdown day.
To recap.
Okay.
Antonio Brown tearing his ACL in his first practice at Patriots practice.
Are we still on the air, Josh?
Yes, we are. We will see you guys on Wednesday to recap the new top 25.